8 construction workers were filling potholes early Tuesday morning when the Key Bridge collapsed beneath them. 2 survived, and while 2 bodies have been recovered, 4 more are presumed dead. Now, the incident is raising questions about warning calls to the crew and shining a spotlight on construction workers' safety. Stacy Tetschner is the president and CEO of the American Traffic Safety Services Association. Thank you for being with us, Stacy.
Thank you, Chanel.
So what's protocol
to be able to be here.
Yeah, I just want to start with asking you, Stacy, what protocol is here? Are construction crews typically warned about dangerous situations like this one?
Well, let me say first that our hearts are going out to the families of these road workers lost in this tragedy. Unfortunately, we hear about it more often than not. And these workers went to work that night to make our roads safer, having no idea what lied ahead for them. That said, this was such a unique situation that I don't know if there is protocol, and the investigation and research are really going to come out and tell us what the recommendations in a situation like this are. But I do want to give kudos to the ship for communicating as quickly as it could, so the first responders could close the bridge off, and we saved as many people as we could. But unfortunately, just not the roadway worker crew in this particular situation.
When you say it was unique, is it just because it happened so quickly?
Because it happened so quickly, and the unique part of this is we don't hear of bridge collapses that often, especially in this type of situation. That's the unique aspect of it. Most roadway work zones are set up in a differently controlled environment, and there just wasn't any control for the ship as it crashed into the pylon.
But we know, according to the numbers, Stacy, that in those environments that you're talking about, road incidents, hundreds of construction workers are killed each year. So what can drivers be doing to help keep people safe who are working on the roads?
The number one thing for any driver is remove all distractions. I know we hear that and people get tired of hearing it and maybe gloss over it, but speeding and your cell phone, if you can put your cell phone down when you're driving, probably one of the most important things you can do. And getting through the work zone is going to save your life as well as your passengers. When we go back to 2021, 956 people were killed in work zone crashes, most of them being drivers and passengers and pedestrians. But that comes out of 106,000 work zone crashes that year. So it is, when I say this is unique, there wasn't any of those that were related to something like we just experienced in Baltimore.
Right. These ones on the roads you're talking about, they're avoidable, essentially. What other dangers do construction workers face?
There are so many different obstacles for construction workers. They have to be aware of anyone that's speeding, coming in. They also have a lot of heavy equipment that that they have to be aware of, so that they're staying out of the harm's way for maybe something that's backing up, as well as a car that's going forward through there. So the driving public, speeding, impatience, all of this are challenges for roadway worker construction. And it is such an important job to make our roads safer, and shouldn't be one where we're putting people's lives at risk.
And just really quickly, Stacy, are there any safety measures that can be put in place to make things safer?
Absolutely. Number one is training. I want to reiterate education and training, both for the workers and for the drivers. There are programs out there like teen driver programs that will train people what to expect in a work zone, all the way to the workers, whether they're being trained as a technician in the work zone, a designer of a work zone, whatever that happens to be. So that training, education, and awareness are the place to start, the top 3 things.
Some good reminders there. Stacy Tetschner, thank you.